Everyone's got a starting spot, and gotta be nice to people and try and help them improve. All right. So Reno Warrior. Let's do it. Uh, all right. We got Execute. We got Shield Slam. We got Fiery War X. Where's Slam? Armsmith. Crew Taskmaster. Bash. Bouncing Blades. Shield Block. Deathbite Brawl. Shield Maiden. Grom. Gorehowl. Alright. And then Deathwing. Ysera. Dr. Boom. Crush. Missed that one in the Warrior cards. Sylvanas. Reno, of course. Can't forget Reno. Sludge. Harrison Loteb. Shredder Deathlord BGH. Shredder. Acolyte BGH. Deathlord. Deck? Oh. And two more. Zombie Chow and what? Crap. There's always one card I miss in the damn Reno decks. You can never get them all the first try. Fuck. Oh, Emperor. There we go. I found it. Oof. All right. Reno Warrior. Beautiful. All right, so that curve looks really cool, but all right, so compared to normal Warrior or hard removal answers, normally in Warrior you have 2 Shield Slams. Oh, Saucy Whale just subscribed. Just got Skamaz for $10. Oops, didn't see it was $10 for Deckdoctor. Here's another 5. Links for decks and last donation. Thanks, Saucy Whale. I appreciate that. Thanks for the donation, man. I'll add your deck to the queue, man. Your Death Lord or Death Rattle Control Shaman. Thanks, man. Happy New Year, dude. So let me put that up. You're right after Optimus Carp. Alright. Saucy Whale. I like your name, man. Alright. So here we go. Let's see. What are we doing here? Alright. So compared to normal Control Warrior normally has 4 hard removals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like that. We have Gorehowl, which makes sense when we got so much heal in our deck. We have a solid curve for the most part. We got enough 5 drops. We got a bunch of 6 drops. Maybe one too many 6 drops. We have a lot of 6 drops actually. So yeah, I think the only problem we could be running into is maybe just not enough early game crap because we only have 1 War Axe and whatnot. But we have the Zombie Chow to try and make up for that. And we only have 1 Deathbite, and we have a Shredder and a Deathlord to try and make up for that. So I see we got ways in here to try and balance out the lack of weapons. So Could work out. Pootsy asks how long I stream for. Normally I stream for like 6 hours. It's a rogue deck, not a shaman deck. I can't think. Oh, it's titled a shaman deck. You are right, it is Death Rattle Control Shaman, but it is Rogue. It's an interesting approach to the Shaman class. I like it, though. It really improved the Shaman class, Saucy Will. You just took Shaman and brought it to a whole new level. Alright, against Paladin, what is the early game cards we're looking for? We are looking for Zombie Chow, of course. So we're looking for Zombie Chow, Armor Smith Slam, War Axe, Bash, Cruel Taskmaster, Acolyte of Pain, Death Lord, Death's Bite, and Shredder. Are these any of those cards? No. So we're going to get rid of those cards, look for those ones. Harrison Jones is like a potential keep, but I wouldn't keep it unless I had one of those other cards, just because we definitely need something before Harrison Jones, and there's what we needed. Happy 2016, Mr. Lowlist. Alright, do I want to equip the War Axe, or do I want to hold it? If I equip it, then I can cycle Shield Block next turn, which allows me to have more opportunities to try and find a 4-drop to play, or even just like a 3-drop or something to play. Just anything to play, right? So we're looking for either Piloted Shredder, Death Lord, Acolyte of Pain, Armor Smith, Cruel Taskmaster, Zombie Chow. So, yeah, I will equip the War Axe and just kind of hold. I don't expect people to play Acidic Swamp Ooze. And it's not like him knowing I have a War Axe is going to change anything. It just lets me... Oh, shit. Fuck. Damn it. Who plays that card? Alright, well, we do get a shield blocks conveniently, but... Alright. Tim's Croft just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. I appreciate your support. Feel free to link a deck list in the chat and we'll add you to the queue, man. Alright. I guess we're going to try and deny draws. Actually, he doesn't have a way to draw with this besides Wild Pyromancer. So I'm just going to kill this. Hopefully he doesn't Kings his Acolyte because that could get weird, but... Just kill the one that does the most damage. Hopefully he doesn't have another Ooze and uses the Whirlwind effect to draw. That would piss me off. Alright, 5-drop, one time. Yeah. Alright, Acolyte isn't the most threatening thing in the world, so I'm just gonna armor past, and I'm gonna try and kill a more threatening minion with my Deathbite next turn so I can develop Shield Maiden and have it a little bit safer on the board. Also kinda like makes it look like I got Brawl or Patrons in my deck, so maybe makes him hesitate on decisions and stuff. Because I'm just holding this Deathbite over his head. Jurgen VK just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Feel free to link a deck list, and I'll add you to the queue, man. Piloted Sky Golem, you say? I mean, I could kill that, or I could Brawl. If I Brawl, and like the 1/1... Like, I get a better Deathbite swing. What if I just do this and pass? I want to swing it after the Brawl because it'll clean up the spiders and stuff. So I'll just try and, like, make this trade or something. Just gotta try and find a way to pop these Death Rattles before I Brawl is really the big thing I'm trying to do. And I want to Brawl the turn before I Deathwing, I guess. I guess that's a thing. But then I lose Ysera and Grom, though, so, like, this hand's terrible for Deathwinging. How am I gonna figure out a way to Deathwing? All I know is Piloted Sky Golem shits on my deck. Coco Brains just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Feel free to link a deck in the chat, and I'll add you to the queue, man. Alright, Timscroft. I will make a deck for you based around Call Pet when your time comes up in the queue. I appreciate it, man. You're added in there, dude. So I still need decks if they want from a few players. Well, Brawl is pretty good here. I think we're gonna do that. I could pop the Spider with Shield Slam first if I wanted, but the Death Bite cleans up the 1/1s anyway, so let's just Brawl. Alright, Coco Brains, I'll add you to the queue, man. Thanks for the sub. Alright. So Coco Brains is added to the queue. If I didn't say your name and say you were added to the queue, then I haven't seen your message yet, so feel free to re-message it and I'll make sure you're in there. Because I don't want to miss anybody and leave anybody out. That'd make me feel sad. We're able to kill everything, though. That's pretty sweet. Dealt with the piloted Sky Golem. What up, Jungen VK? Thanks for your sub, man. I appreciate it. Happy 2016. I will add your Grinder Reno Mage to the queue, man. Thanks for the donation. I mean, the sub. Alright. We got the BGH. One Love 2012 just got Skamaz for $10. Don't hate me. It's a Secret Pally. Oh, man. Secret Pally is a good deck. So, yeah. No hate. Alright, let's take care of this. And I don't want to Shield Slam a Boombot. I'll just develop this. Kind of sucks that we weren't able to play anything big there, but it's kind of what happens when you get boomed. So let me add you to the queue, One Love. Alright. Alright, I think we'll take one more deck list and then stop taking more because the queue's getting really long. The queue is like crazy long right now. So one more after this, the ones that are already there, and then stop adding more to the queue. I'll turn off the Deckdoctor command and change the title and stuff. Oh, Wise Less from Mildred. I didn't even see your sub, man. Yeah, I guess I haven't added it to the queue yet. I'll add Mildred to the queue, and that'll be the last deck on the queue. So let me just change the title and get back to what we were doing. Thanks for your sub, man. Sorry I missed it. I apologize. There's just a lot of stuff going on, huh? Alright, let's get this Ysera out there and trade this. We're not in any range of dying, so this Ysera should be able to generate a lot of value. Or just get Oldemund or Equality, but we tried to generate value off of it. Alright. So let me change the title a little bit to say deck Q. I don't know how to spell Q. Oh, there we go. Q full. Alright, so I changed the title. Now, is Boshimi here? Can you turn off the command for me? I don't have that window open up anymore. Sorry. Alright, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, now I can focus in on what we're trying to do. Alright. I kind of want to just, like, Tempo Grom just to get it out of my hand, so then he's forced to deal with it, so then I can just Deathwing later. But I also have to get this Justicar down sometime. It's kind of picky. But basically I want to be emptying every card in my hand so that I can eventually play this Deathwing. So I want to make him use all of his answers on my resources, and then he won't have any answers for Deathwing, in theory. So hopefully that works out for us. Tempo Deathwing. Alright. Armor, armor, armor. So we were able to slow down his board a little bit. Archthief for farm. We can't kill that, and if he loads 3/3s, we will Deathwing, though. So we actually have an answer. Alright, so we can shield slam it to death, so that's kind of good. So we Justicar armor, we get up to 7. We trade this in here, we get up to 8, and then we shield slam it. And then he plays the 3/3s, and we Deathwing. Cool. Sometimes everything works out magically. If he took the 3/3s one. Is this Fibonacci's deck? No, this is not Fibonacci's deck. This is Slope's deck. Slope's Reno Warrior. Soon to be on Reddit, #1 legend. Alright, Tyrion is not the load up 3/3s guy. We gotta save Deathwing because we don't know what that card is, and if it's load up 3/3s, Deathwing's our only answer to that. But we can just kill this on board, which is kind of cute. Oh, we could try and take it with Sylvanas too. It's kind of tricky. Huh. The problem is there's just so many minions in the board that I don't know if Sylvanas is going to be able to take it efficiently. We haven't used Harrison Jones yet either, so we could try and find Harrison Jones. I guess we'll just, I don't know. Do I want to kill it? I don't. But at the same time, like, Sylvanas taking it's so unlikely, and then he gets this trade for free, which is pretty shitty for me. I don't know. I'll just do Sarah. I mean, I'll just Sylvanas believe. We'll get that down. We're gonna steal the Tyrion. I don't care. I'm giving up the 6/3 for free. We're gonna try and take the Tyrion. If we take it, we can win. If not, it's gonna be a lot harder to win. Oh, that made things worse. Oh, okay. So, if I Deathwing, he takes it, man. He's got the answer. Fuck, dude. I guess I gotta kill these Sylvanases somehow. We got Reno for later. I guess I'll just, like, get this down to... just to get it down. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is the greediest Paladin list I have ever seen. Oh, cool. We pulled Reno. We gotta kill these Sylvanases somehow. I guess at the end of the day, giving him a 12/12 is much better than facing all of this. So I guess we're giving him a 12/12. He's only got 17 damage after that, and we can Reno. If there was only one Sylvanas, we could answer this problem. But there's two. We can't Reno afterwards because we discard it. I don't know, man. We're top decking BGH. We already used BGH. We top deck and Crush. We got top deck Crush. What the fuck? Why did he get that one instead of the make 3/3s? But I don't know, it killed me, so. The best play was give my opponent Deathwing. Feels bad, man. Hey, what's up, Bellafino? How's it going, dude? Alright. That hurt. Alright, one thing that happened in that game that we saw caused a little bit of a problem is we had a bunch of 6 drops and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 drops. And the reason behind that is because we won a boatload of them. We have normal Control Warrior, it runs like 1 or 2 maidens, and then like it usually runs 1 maiden, Sylvanas, and Justicar. So only 3 6 drops in standard Control Warrior, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 drops, and that's a lot of 6 drops. So even though we are kind of a greedy deck, we got like Gorehowl, we got Reno, which Reno can kind of make up for some extra greed because it heals you for 25 or whatever. It can't make up for that much greed. And another thing is, we can run some 2-ofs, especially with cards that we're keeping off the mulligan, with Reno decks. You can usually have 2 or 3 2-ofs and still be able to get your Reno off quite consistently. So I'd like to see some actual 2-ofs, even though it's a Reno deck. And namely Despite, because that card is the bee's knees in Warrior. Just, oh my god, that card's good. So what I want to do is I want to drop a 6-drop here, and I'm thinking we want to drop Emperor, because we don't have that many of the cards that are really good with Emperor. Emperor usually lets you pull off combos really well and just play big things easily. So it can let you play Deathwing pretty easily or Ysera pretty easily, but we don't have like cool Alex swing turns that we can do. We don't have too many Shield Slam combos because we only have 1 Shield Maiden, 1 Shield Block, so it doesn't let us get sweet Shield Slam combos decreased. So I would like to see the Emperor gone. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 drops, which is a little more reasonable. I want to see a second Despite in here. Despite's going to help us kill things in general. Just like whatever. And it's good against every deck. It's just good against Hearthstone. Despite's great. So Despite's solid. And then what can we do here? It's also going to help us set up our Bouncing Blades too, because it's a Whirlwind effect for that. So that's not bad. And then we have the Zombie Chow and the 1 Warax, so like, I guess I can get behind only running 1 Warax. So I think we can keep Despite as like our only 2-of. We have the Death Lord in there. We got Piloted Shredder, not a bad card. Our AoE cards are Brawl and Deathwing. We don't really want to add in Geddon just because our curve's so high. We could have Brawl be a 2-of, honestly, to help out against aggro. I could get behind that. 1, 2, 3, 5 drops isn't bad. If we were going to drop another 6, it would probably have to be Shield Maiden, which seems kind of awkward, but we only have 1 Shield Slam, so like Shield Maiden's value goes down a lot anyway. So if we just run these as our 3 6s, and then, well, can we even count Reno Jackson as a 6 though? Since it is Reno Jackson, you're obviously not going to want to be playing it on curve, so we can probably count that as a utility card, and I guess consider it, we have 4 6s, but really we only have 3 6s because Reno Jackson isn't a card you're going to be playing on curve anyway. Then we have 3 7s, which this isn't really a 7, so 2 7s, which is pretty ideal for a Control Warrior curve. And then we got our top end, which is fine. Alright, so what are we going to do with the rest of this? I like Bash, I like Slam. We're just missing, I don't know what we're missing now. It seems pretty solid, honestly. I like it. I want to get another AoE clear, though. I want to get either another Brawl or a Geddon in there. There's so much cancery bullshit out there that Brawl's just good against. So what can we get in for another Brawl? We have a Death Lord. Death Lord works really well with Brawls, too, because they kill the Death Lord, which then sets up for your Brawl. So that's another reason to just justify getting a second Brawl in there. Chad is suggesting Ghoul. I don't like Ghoul very much. We already got like a solid amount of removal. We have Slams and Armor Smiths and Cruel Taskmasters and Bash. So like our 2s are good. Our 2s are good for sure. That's why I don't even mind only having 1 Warax, is just because we have a solid 2 line for sure. But no, Revenge doesn't do enough as a card slot in my opinion, especially with 1 Acolyte of Pain. Our draw is significantly reduced compared to normal Control Warrior. So then if we're playing cards that don't hold a lot of weight, we're going to run out of cards in our hand. So I really don't like Revenge. But a Brawl does a similar effect as Revenge, but holds a lot more weight as a card. So I want to fit a second brawl. And it's just kind of tentative of what to take out for the second brawl. I don't want to cut Deathwing, but I want to cut Deathwing. If that makes any sense. Like, come on. Deathwing. It's so beautiful, but at the same time, that's the card I would cut. I would take out a Deathwing and I'd put in another brawl. I think Deathwing is too slow in a curve-based deck. It's more for when you're trying to like fatigue everybody or trying to like tank up out of everything. And like Fibonacci hit #1 legend with Tournament Medic, Justicar, Deathwing, kill everything, kind of fatigue warrior sort of thingy. So that sort of thing is where Deathwing can work. I think Deathwing in this sort of deck where you're trying to follow a curve, like we have a solid curve in the deck and we're just trying to play minions on curve, keep up with our opponent, and then use Reno Jackson to outvalue him at the end of the day and get value out of things like Gorehowl and our Ysera and whatnot. So I like going with the second Brawl and the second Deathbite to help us be better against aggro, help us clean things up a little bit, and lower our curve a little bit down from the 6s because we added a 4 and a 5. So yeah, I think this is a lot cleaner. So that's what I would do to the Reno Warrior deck. So there we go. Cut out Crush for Geddon. Nah, we need the single target removal. That's why I went with Brawl over Geddon, because we want enough single target removal because we have 1 Execute, 1 Shield Slam, and then now we need to figure out ways to get other single target removal without making 2 ofs. So we went with Bouncing Blades and Crush, which I think is fine. We have 4 single target removals, which is plenty. So I like the Crush there. No Fierce Monkeys. No. Fierce Monkey is like not enough as a card slot. It's the same sort of problem that Revenge runs into. It's just like not high impact enough in my opinion. So I like this deck. Alright, Doctored. Alright, moving on to the next deck. We have Optimus Carp's deck. And his Beast Druid. You could put in a BGH. There was already a BGH in the deck. So I don't want another 2 of. I like, you can make Reno decks work with 3 2 ofs, but I think you need more card draw to make 3 2 ofs work very well. So I like going only 2 2 ofs, and then you usually have the 2 ofs out of the way by the time you reach Reno Jackson. And yeah. 3 is like pushing it. You're gonna need a lot of card draw when you have 3. Like 3 is like usually only good. 3 2 ofs works in Freeze Mage, and that's about it. No other decks really work that well with 3 2 ofs that are Reno decks. So I like 2 2 ofs max for the most part, and that's my like general rule of thumb for Reno decks. But I'm not a Reno scientist. That's how I feel when I play the Reno decks. All right, Beast Druid. Druid to the Saber.